This is the story of Remi Manley. Remi was named after her late grandfather. He loved Remington guns, and they knew that was exactly what they wanted to name their daughter. It was a family member that first noticed a difference in Remi. The first thing she noticed is that Remi's eye was a little crossed, so immediately her parents took her to the eye doctor, and they couldn't find anything wrong with Remi's eyes. Lauren and Matthew, Remi's parents, were rest assured that there was absolutely nothing wrong with their daughter.
Remi, I see you got your cups lined up. Remi.
At about 5 months old, Remi's parents began to notice that she wasn't hitting milestones, and she was being obsessed watching the fans spin. She would always find calmness when she would go outside. It was other family members that kept noticing things different about Remi.
Go line them up.
As parents, you never want to face that something's actually wrong with your child. So it was almost as if Lauren and Matthew were sorta in denial. But they knew in the back of their head that something wasn't right. Remi was over a year old and she was nonverbal. And with that in mind, they knew they needed to get medical attention. It wasn't until Remi's first year checkup that the pediatrician confirmed that they spent the last 6 months trying to grasp what was going on with Remi, and she wasn't meeting the milestones, and there were a lot of red flags that she said the words possibly autistic. At that moment is when the doctor referred them to early intervention services to be evaluated. Not for an official diagnosis, but to see if they determined she needed occupational therapy.
I see you got your cups lined up.
Matthew and Lauren began to grieve. Grieve for their child, a child that they had no idea anything was wrong. Once they got with early intervention services, they did an evaluation in a playroom area and basically observed Remi for over 2 hours. Based on their observation, she was 13 months old, and at the time she scored in the age of a 7 or 9 month old and immediately was requested for occupational therapy. Remi's parents want to spread the word about autism. So for parents that wonder, observing your child, talking to pediatricians, and early interventions are the first step. The key is to utilize those services, early intervention, as early as you can, because the earlier the child can get some help, the more likely they can to have normal functioning in the society. A lot of parents don't see things because they either can't tell They don't know what they're looking for, or they're just like us, and that was in denial. There are tons of parents out there that didn't get the diagnosis from their child until they were 5, 6, and even sometimes 10 years old. Because the awareness is not there, they just didn't know. Remi is a big fan of Cog Hill Farm. She loves watching Jason on Saturday mornings. Remi's diagnosis requires a lot of different therapies, and she's on many lists that are over a year waiting period. In the meantime, Remi's parents have put together an Amazon wish list in hopes to help Remi at home until her therapy arrives.